All right, so today we are here with Jayson Doysher. Jayson is a past patient of the doctors of ONZ Spine. I believe, Jayson, you had your surgery in 2019, I think it was. So just tell us a little bit about your story, Jayson, and what led you to go to ONZ.
Well, I started going through the process here in Calgary and just found that it was a lot of work in respects to trying to get some assistance with it. I felt that they had a different approach. Here, they kind of leaned more towards just masking the pain and pain management versus actually taking care of the problem. So after researching and talking to yourself, who I had known through work and had been through the procedure, I learned quickly that this was a viable option. This was something that I could possibly take care of the problem instead of just trying to mask the solution and get back to work. So after researching, talking to you, talking to the doctors at ONZ, I just felt that it was more strategic for my life anyways to get back to an active lifestyle to go through that. And very quickly I learned that the idea behind the way they did it with ONZ was it was about spinal mobilization and not spinal immobilization like it's practiced here in Canada. So that's pretty much how I got started on the whole thing, and that's talking to just individuals that had gone through the procedure and had went to Germany and had the procedure and seen the difference between the outcome of those patients versus the ones here in Canada. It was a no-brainer. So that's a little bit of my story.
Okay, so once you made the decision to go to Germany, what was the process like from that point?
Well, the process was actually really easy, just filling out the information, giving Germany the MRI, the CT scan, all the things that I had acquired to show what I had going on, submitting that to them, and then once they had a chance, they actually returned a phone call right away, and they were able to discuss with me what the options were. So at that time, just during COVID, so I just happened to luck out and hit during COVID. The doctors were super helpful in making sure as soon as there was availability to get to Germany that we would do so. So going through that process, they were very informative about what would happen once I got there. They were informative to the procedure, and it was very clear how to get there, making sure that I understood that there was a safe environment, and which was a big concern and for my family and I about going to a foreign country for us. So that was always in the back of your mind. You don't know what to expect. You don't know how things are going to go, but they made me feel very comfortable. They were able to help me out quite a bit and ease that discomfort. And then once I got there, I realized that there was absolutely an entire team that was dedicated to helping me and making sure that I got back to Canada safe and sound and that the surgery was successful. And the care once we got there was impeccable. The facilities were world class. Like, I honestly am so glad that I took that step and moved forward with it, just because I'm back to work full time and as a firefighter, and I don't think I would have been able to do that. In fact, I know because the doctors here told me I would not be able to return to my job here as a firefighter.
Awesome. And so you obviously you spent time in the hospital with the surgery, and then moved you over to the rehab facility, Medicos auf Schalke. What was your experience like at Medicos?
It was amazing. My wife, she was with me the entire time. She was able to go to each session, but just to have all the facilities, like everything you needed was all there for you. So you didn't have to leave the hotel, essentially. You just went from one building. Everything was very structured. You knew exactly what your daily schedule looked like, and you realized that they're there to make sure that you are on the road to recovery.
Excellent. And so based on your experience, Jayson, would you recommend ONZ to others that are in a similar situation that you were prior to having your surgery?
Absolutely. I do it on a daily basis. I'm working with individuals that put a lot of strain on their back, and they come and ask a lot of questions about it, and I always 100% recommend it. And the only reason, well, one of the main reasons being is that I'm back to work. and I'm proof to them that you can get the surgery done. You don't have to live medicated. You don't have to live in pain, and you can move forward with your career. It's not one of those decisions that I was almost making here, and that was just to end my career and retire, and that wasn't going to work for me. So it was absolutely the right move for me.
Great job, Jayson. Thank you very much for your time today. Take care.